Welcome to Scale Like a CEO, the podcast that explores the journeys and strategies of visionary leaders building transformative companies. Today's guest is Dr. Damodar Sahu, co-founder and chief growth officer at Data Safeguard, a Silicon Valley company that's on a mission to transform data privacy and prevent synthetic fraud using AI. With their innovative approach to privacy compliance and fraud prevention, Data Safeguard is helping enterprises turn trust into a competitive advantage in an increasingly digital world. Join us for this insightful conversation about building a company that's safeguarding the future of digital identity.
All right, Dr. Damodar, thank you so much for joining me on Scale Like a CEO. Just to get us started, if you wouldn't mind, give us a 90-second intro to you and your business.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me here. Pleasure. So I am Damodar Sahu, co-founder and chief growth officer at Data Safeguard. It's a Silicon Valley headquarter company in California. We are on a mission to safeguard the future. Our flagship platform called ID Privacy, powered by our cognizable computing engine, CC, it's a patented AI engine, helps enterprises manage data privacy compliance and prevent synthetic fraud using AI. We didn't start this journey just to build another product. We started because the world is facing an unseen crisis. Every day, data breach is not just a line in the newspaper. Every 39 seconds, there is a data breach. That means it is someone's identity stolen, a children's future at risk, or a company's credibility shaken up. Personally, I was driven by a vision to turn privacy from a burden into a strategic perspective. What began as a calling to solve a critical problem has now become a movement to build trust in the digital world.
That's great. And I'm curious, what makes you unique in the way that you help your clients?
It's a really great question. So the biggest problem is that privacy is often treated as a checkbox, something companies comply with rather than embrace. The mindset is very, very dangerous. It leads to reactive firefighting instead of proactive safeguarding. Our approach flips this narrative. With our flagship product, ID Privacy, we reimagine privacy impact assessment as continuous AI-driven journey that do not just tick compliance boxes, but actively reduce risk and uncover growth opportunities. By preventing synthetic fraud and financial crime before they happen, we help organizations transform trust into a competitive edge.
That's great. And so you are one of the co-founders of the organization, and I'd love to pivot a little bit and talk about, how you went from being, a small group of founders or co-founders to then starting to build the team. What are some challenges that you faced as you pivoted to build the team?
Oh, you're talking about challenges? Yeah. So earlier days, challenges were there, basically for identifying the right AI or research in people, privacy professionals. But once we are 4 years into existence, and we have a development center in India, Bangalore, Pune, and our global R&D center in Bhubaneswar, that is again in India. We have developers in US as well as Canada. Yeah, so internal challenge to get a proper subject matter expert earlier, but now I think we navigated and we are rocking, and we have few customers, and we have raised money, and we will be closing Series A very soon. So currently, we don't see any challenges because we have actually overcome last 4 years. Of course, the industry we are into, where you deal with very sophisticated, very emerging tech people, yeah, attrition will be there. But if you have a pipeline, definitely, you can replace, and yeah. So, but somehow we are able to retain our talent, and yeah, we are moving forward with. Did I answer that?
It's great. Yeah, well, I'm curious, at what point did you decide that it was time to start hiring and building your team?
Sorry, I didn't get that question. Can you please repeat?
Oh, yeah. At what point did you decide it was time to start hiring and building your team?
Oh yeah, from the day one we have been doing, because we are a product company and AI powered product company, and we built everything from scratch, right? And once we are in stealth mode for a year, 2020 to 2001, the moment we started the corporation. And yeah, so it's a product company, it's a heavy product, privacy, and for large enterprise customers. So yeah, so from the day one, we have been hiring people, and still our hiring in process. We are growing, and we have a mission to hire hundreds of people, developers. And not that only we will concentrate in Bangalore or Pune or India, but it will also come back to even near shore, right? US or Latin America or Canada or some other place where we get talented resources.
That's incredible. And so as you're adding to the team, what are some qualities that you're looking for in the people that you're hiring?
Oh yeah, they should come with the relevant privacy knowledge, and that to privacy. I'm talking data privacy because privacy matters, and of course AI, DevOps, React, right? I mean, yeah, and the subject matter expert team should come with legal background, like attorney. They should be lawyers, right? And they should come with Big Four consulting. Normally, we prefer that because the Big Four consulting companies, the consultant, they normally deal with large enterprises. Yeah. So these are the qualification criteria I look at. And of course, they should come with a very positive mindset, right? I mean, yeah, we start and startup comes with a different rhythm altogether, right? So of course, the package salary is different, but they also get equity. And in startup, early stage, especially in AI startup, and equity matters a lot, right? Today it's X, tomorrow it can be 10X. So yeah, if they come, join, and be part of the growth journey, and they all will get benefited out of it.
That's great. And so as you started building the team, one of the challenges that founders often face is knowing when and what to delegate down to team members as you're growing. I'm curious how you've approached that.
Oh yeah. So delegation is both, I can say, liberating and terrifying. Like it's like, let's say, handing over your child to someone else's care. But when you see your team not only handle tasks, but actually elevate the work beyond your imagination, it becomes deeply fulfilling. So delegation, I realize, is not about losing control. It's about multiplying impact. It frees me to focus on the future while empowering others or team to shine in the present.
That's really great. And it takes a while for some people to really get that delegation is a multiplier when you can do it effectively and delegate down. I'm curious, can you talk about a time when you were maybe overwhelmed by decision making and delegation, and kind of what strategies did you implement to overcome it?
Absolutely, great question again. So there was a time during our road shows where we visited across globe, including India, Europe, UK, and other part of the globe. Then partnerships, investors, and product milestone all collided at once, right? The pressure was immense. And I remember feeling paralyzed by the weight of decisions. What helped me or our team was going back to fast principles, asking, does this choice align with our mission of safeguarding trust? I also learned on mentors in my earlier role and my team sharing the burden lighten. What does it mean? We practice something simple but powerful, that is, take a pause or take a backstage, right? Sometimes the most strategic move is to breathe, reflect, and let clarity emerge instead of rushing into action. So that exactly you did it. And now we are on growth path.
That's great. That's great. And so, looking forward, what does the future look like at Data Safeguard?
Absolutely. So our vision is to build $1 billion company by 2028. We have a single mission to make it to $1 billion company by 2028. Our vision is to build a leadership culture rooted in trust, empathy, and co-ownership. And we want every team member to see themselves not as employees, but as a custodian of mission larger than themselves. So to achieve this, we must invest in continuous learning, celebrate diversity of thoughts, and create the psychological safety where idea can thrive, right? The future will demand leaders who are adaptive, ethical, and human-centered. That is the culture we are shaping every day in our work.
That's incredible that you have such clarity on that goal of becoming $1 billion company and really have clarity around the specific qualities and competencies that your leadership will lead with to take you into the future. That's so incredible. Well, Dr. Damodar, it was really great to have you on today. If folks want to reach out to you, what's the best way to get in touch?
Oh, sure. I'm visible in all the social media, especially for professionals on LinkedIn. Just search in my main name, Dr. Damodar Sahu, Data Safeguard, and I always welcome meaningful conversation. And the best way to reach me is through LinkedIn, as I told, where I share my thoughts regularly, or directly on our website, our LinkedIn page, or just type datasafeguard.ai, where you are a potential partner or a startup founder seeking advice or someone who is passionate about data privacy, trust, compliance. I am always open to connecting with people who share the same vision of safeguarding the future. So let's all join together and scale it up so that the prediction which a few analyst company made that by 2026, 5 billion people on earth will be impacted by data breach and 5 million enterprises will get impacted. So let's all gather together and make a promise that we are safeguarding our digital identity. That is what the single mission we have in our company at Data Safeguard. Thank you.
That's great, and such a great mission, and something that's so needed. It's a frightening statistics you're sharing around, that need for data security, but glad that you're out there working on that for us. Well, Dr. Damodar, thank you so much for the conversation today. I've really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you, Justin.